I don't know what glasses are.
Right, I'm live now. Hello, everybody. Andrea is here. What are you doing? Making a cup of coffee?
Making coffee. I don't know where my glasses are gone.
You've lost your glasses. Right. We have been to the pub.
We've been.
I was just reading the chat, probably trying to work out the internet. Says Fluffy Muffin.
Hang on.
Yeah, there was a street party in the village. You may have seen on my Instagram. I put a picture. So we wandered up there, and then we actually met the previous owners of our house, and we got chatting with them. We had loads of questions for them about the house and about what does that weird switch do and all these other questions. And then they bought us a drink, and then we bought them a drink back, and then they bought us a drink, and then kind of got a bit carried away. Have you found your glasses? You found your glasses, okay. But yes, we managed to work the internet. Here comes trouble. I think they've been placing bets at home as to who's going to be more drunk.
It's me.
It's always you.
More drunk.
I'm just going to scroll back and see who was in first. It was Will and Once Love Treasures.
Oh, Once Love Treasures bought their tiki mug.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, that was a very cool mug. Or was it a mug?
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
we weren't sure. But
if you've seen my video
mug.
In the car on the day, we were still undecided.
Yeah, but
if
it
that
was definitely a mug.
Yeah, that was that Jason? No,
not Jason.
Sorry, I get confused. Belinda, welcome. Chris is in. Sorry, Chris has seen you drunk before. Chris has seen me drunk as well.
Chris is bound to see me drunk again.
Well,
sorry, Chris.
We are planning to go to Rewind, so it may happen again. Hello, Lynn Veck. Pete, back in a bit. Watching the legend Jimmy White playing the world's seniors.
Oh.
I was watching that clip of the snooker finals when a guy turned up, jumped on the table, and threw powder over it. Did I show you that?
No.
Like at the World Snooker Championships, whatever it was, at the Crucible, I think. And a protester turned up. Well, two did. Only one got onto the table. There was two games going on side by side. And threw this orange powder all over the table, ruined the game. And yeah, that's quite a thing.
Big
Marcus.
Up to Attleborough, massive.
Thanks to everyone for the kind comments last week about moving house. Milton Keynes is an acquired taste, as Nick said, and it's one we don't like, hence the move. Yeah, I have driven to and around Milton Keynes hundreds of times, it feels like.
I don't mind Milton Keynes. Most of my family from there, to be fair. But you're not keen.
Hey, Babs. Not long now.
Yeah, we read that. We didn't understand.
I looked at that while we were preparing to go live. Yeah, what's a chuff chart?
We didn't really understand that.
Counting down to the end of this month. Well, I hope it goes smoothly and you, yes.
Yeah, today we've been having lots of conversation with people we bought the house from.
Yeah, I said.
Was interesting.
Yeah, so we now know what that light switch does.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a bank of switches over there. One of them is taped up. And I said to this chap, Jeremy, his name is, I said, what does that light switch do? And apparently it goes to the well. Somebody has he thinks they either had a fountain or lights down there. And there's still a socket in the bottom of the well. But they taped it over because they thought they shouldn't have it switched on off. So anyway, figured that out. What else did we ask him?
We asked them if he had a ghost.
Oh yeah, you asked them about ghosts.
Yeah. They said they hadn't. ever experienced any ghosts.
We had the great idea earlier of putting a post on Instagram and asking people for questions for tonight.
Oh, did we get any?
We didn't put the post on because we ended up just
Oh.
standing at the pub drinking.
Yeah.
Did we get any questions? We didn't put the post on.
We're a little bit inebriated.
Speak for
I'm
yourself.
a little bit inebriated.
Decided to
And
do
I'm
it.
really sad because the shop is shut now. You can't get any more wine.
You don't need any more wine.
I do, because this will wear off in about half an hour.
I'm not sure that's happening. Decided to do a 10 times challenge with myself over the bank holiday to get the ball rolling again. 10 times? What's the 10 times challenge? 10 listings a day or something?
Maybe.
Don't know.
Who knows?
Well, hope it worked out.
Something productive that we haven't done.
Good evening, fellow taxsters, from a dry and a pleasant evening in Portsmouth. Hello, Ian. And from the bleak northeast.
Oh, bleak. Don't like
that. Right.
It's been really sunny today, isn't it? Been really sunny and warm. I don't think it's going to last, but today it was really sunny and warm. I regretted my jumper choice. We got out there. You stripped off to your t-shirt.
I put a padded shirt on.
I'd worn a jumper with a long sleeve top underneath, and then couldn't really change. So I just dealt with it.
I'm used to being cold in recent weather, and so I put a padded shirt on and a gilet. Got up there, and I had to strip off.
The thing is, we live in a house that's like a fridge, so even if it feels comfortable in the house, we don't realize how it feels outside. So we go out and we're like, oh, it's really warm out here.
We have our own microclimate in here, don't we? With the stone floors and the thick stone walls and stuff. It's like it just stays.
I felt warm.
Cold.
I thought, okay, today's quite warm, but I think I'm going to leave my jumper on because, you know, it's not that warm. I went out and I was boiled.
So, right, where are you on this Will's scale?
Well, I saw your scale earlier, Will, when we were eating dinner, and I think 7.
Are you a 7?
I'm a 7. I'm really quite.
I'm a 3 or 4. I think.
I'm quite inebriated.
We've had the same amount of drinks, but you were drinking large wines.
I was drinking large wine. You were drinking cider. Oh no, actually, you had a beer.
They've run out of cider. It was very busy at the pub, so they completely ran out of cider. So I've had cider and beer, which is not a good combination.
Well, yeah.
But because
we've had a really nice afternoon. We've chatted to neighbours. We've got to know people we didn't know before. We've met people we haven't met before. It's been really lovely. And then it ended with the dog, which is a Rottweiler, which attacked Jeff a few months back when we first moved in. Walked through it where we were, and Jeff went mental, and it just wasn't a good time because Jeff obviously, like, you know, went blah 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 blah,
and went for the Rottweiler.
Did his whole barky thing, and totally unexpected. He'd been so good and so, you know, he'd been placid and
it was fine.
Enjoying the day and sniffing all the other dogs and having a lovely time. And I was having a lovely chat with someone. And then all of a sudden, Jeff was off, and I put the lock on because we've got a long lead. So I put the lock on the long lead quickly, but not in time. And nothing happened. Nobody was hurt. No dogs were hurt.
But in a crowd of people,
people are looking at you.
Dogs went everywhere.
People are looking at you. People are judging you. It was horrible. And a very lovely lady who's a neighbour of ours came up to us and said, "Look, don't feel bad about it. People will judge, and people.
They won't.
You know,
Nothing really
she
happens.
said, you know, people are going to, like, you know, it's people are going to be people, but Jeff is lovely, and we know he's lovely, and it's fine. And I just felt mortified. I felt absolutely mortified.
You've got no reason to. Nobody will worry about it.
It came out of nowhere. You know, I didn't see this dog coming. I didn't see this happening. And then all of a sudden Jeff was off, and I like grabbed him, and it wasn't too late in terms of, you know, nobody was hurt. No dogs had attacked each other. It was just a lot of noise. But, you know, when you're a crowd of people and people looking at you, it was mortifying. It just felt awful.
Honestly, you've got nothing to worry about. Nobody will remember it. It wasn't a big deal. But yeah, it was.
But yeah, you know.
So quickly,
rewinding back to this time, I thought this dog was going to, honestly, at this point in time, I thought this dog was going to kill me and Jeff.
Not today.
No.
We're now
this was
talking
a few months back. I thought this dog was going to kill me and Jeff. It was like it's a big Rottweiler, and it went for him and me with teeth, all the teeth, and all the noise, and it was terrifying. And I pulled Jeff back, and yeah, and ever since Jeff has been terrified. And then because he sits on his perch, and this is in the window, if you've ever seen any of our Instagram posts, he sits on his little perch in the window, and if ever this dog goes past, he goes mental, doesn't he? Absolutely.
He goes beside himself with fear and anxiety, I think.
Yeah, so seeing it in person was even worse.
But
he was terrified.
To give Jeff his credit, Jeff went for the Rottweiler.
Tiny little dog, as Jeff is.
But because we were in a crowd of people, and the lead went one way, and the dog went one, and the other dog, and then it was just like, ah.
Yeah.
But it's fine, honestly.
As a human, you feel awful because everyone's looking at you. And
yeah. So anyway, fancy a kebab, not really our thing.
No, I don't.
My student days, maybe.
I don't do kebabs. Being a vegan, I don't really do kebabs.
Hopefully they come back.
Chips, yes. I do chips.
You know, those drunken plans, set it for 8:30 and pass out somewhere. And we're not quite at that point.
Not quite at that point.
Panic.
Although I am very sad we don't have more wine to drink.
Oh, Damien. Hi, Damien.
Hello, Damien. Hello.
Right.
I thought it was Bromley Time Lord, but it's not.
Did you think Bromley Cellar?
Yeah, I was thinking Bromley Cellar.
Different Bromley.
But hello, Bromley Time Lord. Thank you, John, for joining us.
John's opened a new record shop, you know.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
He's expanding his empire.
Up on the videos.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick and Andrea doing the conga. No, not quite.
They might be up there right now.
Not quite, but we have enjoyed meeting people and chatting to people that we already knew.
I think it's gonna go on all night up there. I think the hardcore bunch that are left.
Potentially, we might have to go up and have more wine.
I think it'll whittle down to about 20 or so, and they'll be going all night. Yeah, but they're out there with their own drinks, aren't they?
Oh, we don't have any of that.
Well, we'll just have to go and join in.
Missed out.
Right.
It's been a good day, if you haven't gathered, other than the fact that, you know, Jeff went for the dog that attacked him.
Don't stop thinking about it. It's absolutely fine.
I can't stop thinking about it. I feel mortified about it. I feel mortified. Right,
let's go to the end. If you've got any questions or topics, we can try and touch on them. We are miles behind.
Andrea is merry. Yes. You could describe it as that. Merry but mortified, because it's been a lovely afternoon, and that didn't spoil. Only in your head. It ended that way.
Only in your head has that spoiled it. It was fine. It was fine. Stop worrying about it. We've all been to the pub. Have you been to the pub as well?
Let's have a sing song. Okay.
Well, they had a band.
Oh, the band were really good.
And
I was really enjoying the band.
well, that was Cliff.
Yeah, but he stopped and they were chatting to
There was a
Cliff.
different band on.
There was a different band on
And
afterwards, and they were both very, very good.
The chap who did the
not Cliff that we know, by the way.
No.
If Cliff's watching, you weren't here singing. Are you going to go my way?
Cliff knows he wasn't here singing. But later, the guy who was Frank Sinatra at Christmas is going to be doing a turn, because he's got an outfit and he showed
How
Michelle.
Are they shutting at 9? We need to.
I don't know.
We need to go up the street and find out. I've been, what's C. Blaine is saying? I've been loitering, but wouldn't dare suggest you were drunk. I'm a little bit drunk. I do admit it. I'm a little bit drunk. Well, I tell you what, we bumped into the people that we bought the house from.
We both said that already.
We have been chatting to them most of the afternoon / evening, and it's been very interesting. And and it's been really nice. Really, really nice.
We found out things about the house, things about neighbours.
They bought us a drink. Oh, you said this right.
Yeah.
They bought us a drink. We bought them a drink. And it's gone that way. That's why I'm so inebriated, because I only intended to have a couple of glasses of wine and I've ended up having 4.
It'd have been easier to buy the bottle.
It would have been. It would have been cheaper.
Okay, I see a super chat. No, YouTube won't take this down. This is tame compared to a lot of things on the internet.
Oh, we're scrolling down to find a super chat. There we go. Jonathan, thank you. Hi, my best YouTubers. You might be changing your mind now. Are you gutted that you're missed the Coronation concert? Oh no, because I'll watch it back. I'm not gutted about that, because I definitely want to see it back. Have a bottle of wine on me. I'd love to. Thank you, but the shop's shut.
The shop's shut. We may have to get a bottle tomorrow, because we live in a village with one shop that shuts at 8. So we've missed that boat.
But thank you so much, and we will definitely get a wine on you. I'm not gutted that I've missed the Coronation concert, because I'm going to watch it on catch up.
Who's performing?
I'm definitely very excited about watching the concert. It's lots of people will take that. It's Katy Perry.
Katy Perry?
Yeah, Katy Perry. She was at the Coronation. Because she is involved with charities that Prince Charles is involved with. King Charles. I'm never going to get used to that.
I was quite surprised that Ant and Dec were there in the Abbey.
Dec were there. Emma, what's her name?
Willis?
No. Oh God, what's her name?
I don't know.
She's a dame now. Brilliant actress. Love her.
Oh yeah.
Love her. What is her name? Somebody help me out. We won't get down to that for another half an hour.
She did.
Kenneth Branagh was there, who was married to her. What's her name?
I know who you mean. Don't worry, it'll come to you.
Yes, I love her, but I can't. In my state of inebriation, I can't think of her name. Lots of people there. David Dimbleby was there.
Right. Steve says 10 times challenge. List 10 times the number of items you sell that day. I sold 30 today.
No, we've had a really bad day. We've had a really bad weekend of sales. Honestly.
No. Just before we went live,
pretty rubbish.
We sold a £100 item.
Did we?
Yep.
We sold my lovely geisha tea set today, but I don't think we've been paid for it.
We've just sold a load of...
No, we haven't been paid for it. I just looked. We haven't been paid for it. It's on GSP, so I'm feeling
this
probably won't be paid for it.
Yeah, this came through. We sold that.
Yeah, the geisha Japanese tea set.
You hold the cups up and you can see a silhouetted image of a face.
Yeah.
But yeah, today we sold a £100 CCTV set, and I just sold a load of DVD box sets. So we've done. Actually, today's been okay.
It's been all right.
Started off bad.
See Blaine chuckling at Andrea being drunk. I'm glad I'm amusing you.
So yeah, that challenge would be a bit exponential, because if you list loads, you're going to sell more, and then you've got to list more, and then you're going to sell more. I couldn't keep up with that.
No.
300 tomorrow. Good luck,
well
Steve.
done. Well done.
I'm going off Central MK. Most of church shops are on the outskirts. Yes. And what's that place we went to with the high street?
Bletchley.
Bletchley, was it? That was good, if it was Bletchley. Oh yeah, chuckling at Andrea being drunk. They said it was going to rain here, and it's been sunny all day. We had dry day pretty much, didn't we, most of it?
It's been lovely today. It's been so sunny,
Yes.
20 degrees. I went out in a jumper because in our house there is a fridge. It was warm, but I thought, okay, it's comfortable. Just going out in a jumper. And I was boiled. You were stripping off. I didn't have the chance to strip off. I wasn't wearing anything underneath. So,
you've got a long sleeve top on underneath.
Yes, but I'm not going to strip off to that. So I just put up with being warm.
Peter, Andrea.
No.
You have. I don't understand if that's a question.
No, don't understand.
Recommendations for movies. I think someone's asked for there. What have you seen recently you liked?
Well, it's what we've watched recently, isn't it? We watched that thing with that thing on Netflix, or was it Disney Plus, with Colin Farrell and the guy from Harry Potter that was Mad-Eye Moody.
Yes.
It was
where they fell out.
Film, but we quite enjoyed it.
What was that called? There's a film with Colin Farrell and the guy who played Mad-Eye Moody.
Yes.
And it's about their friendship and the fact that they fell out, and that's all the film is.
Yeah. And it's bizarre. But it is very
proper bizarre.
It's good.
But
you kept us watching.
I swear, you can't stop watching it because you're like, how is this going to end up?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
And
called.
it won. I think it won Oscars, or at least got nominated.
Did it?
Yeah.
Nanny Pat likes a slightly inebriated Andrea. Right?
I like a slightly inebriated Andrea as well.
You're not late, Raymond. Nothing's happened.
No. Can't get over your great Yarmouth charity shop visit where they were selling a few CDs for £10. Crazy prices. Haven't slept properly since. I
was shocked. We've all witnessed it, right? But it was like Aerosmith, best of. It's a common thing. £5, was it? And then there was a budget compilation album. Yes, it was still sealed, but £10. I bet it was £10 in 1992 when it came out.
I think it probably was.
There was a shelf of ones that they had exalted up to the top shelf and put
people have funny ideas,
crazy prices on.
Really funny ideas.
That was the shop where you didn't buy the vase and then you regretted it.
I did regret that. Yeah, I wish I'd bought that West German vase even just for ourselves. I liked it.
Okay.
Is it just me, or is Andrea even more charming with a slightly? Well, I don't know. I have no idea how I'm coming across. I feel a bit ridiculous, and I'll probably regret it in the morning. But there we are.
You can watch this back.
Yeah, I regret it.
3 hands.
I will be like, oh my god, I went live. A bit drunk.
I remember when Zahir and I went to Tom's that time. Yeah, stayed at Tom's.
I watched that live.
And we were drinking all day, had a barbecue at Tom's. And then, of course, in the evening, Tom had the grand idea that we'll go live. I don't even really remember being live, and I have not watched it back to this day.
It was funny. It was so funny.
That was the last time I was proper drunk on it. Or was it? No, I was on Laney's very drunk once.
Curated visas looked lovely the party you were at. Did you post it on Instagram?
I put a picture on. Yeah. Well, it was we live in a little village, and there's one pub now, one open pub, one closed pub. The one next to us is closed currently. It's annoying. So we have one pub, and the street party was outside the pub. And yeah, it was exactly what you'd imagine. So that's where we were, stood outside the Red Lion.
Yeah. It was really good. We bumped into a few people that we know. We got to talk to people that we hadn't met before. And yeah, it was a really, really lovely afternoon. Really lovely.
And if we didn't have this to do, we'd still be up there, probably struggling to walk home.
Probably
now.
We'd have had another.
And I know, I bet there'll be like
I'm drinking coffee.
I bet there'll be an after show party in one of the houses up the hill somewhere. That would have been fun. But yeah, we'd had plenty.
Apart from the fact that Jeff decided to go for the dog that attacked him.
Put it out of your mind. It's fine.
I can't. It's really, really hard to put.
I was about a 3 or 4 last night. I went to 2 pubs with a mate. One pub had a band. Rather good way for my birthday. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Pete. I heard it was your birthday. Congratulations. I think 33. I think it's 32, 33.
Stephen says, I can't wait until Andrea watches this back. I'm never watching this back.
You're not too bad.
To be fair, I'm never watching this back. Jeff is definitely sober. He's fast asleep. He's had the most, apart from the last part of the day, had a most amazing afternoon. He's really enjoyed it, hasn't he? He's met so many dogs and had such a lovely time sniffing other dogs, meeting other dogs. He's been fussed by all kinds of people.
Well, there you go. So focus on that.
Yeah, I know.
And stop focusing on the other bit, and you'll be fine.
Just feel
now, Ian, this is up your street. This.
The fact you have a well on site may account for the ghost. There is a long-held belief in natural water flow and energy lines. Yes. Now, I have heard this, that where there's water, there is, it does attract spiritual energy.
Well, they've got a drink, haven't they?
It's just to do with attraction. But we have been chatting to the people that owned this house today, and I asked her if they'd ever encountered any ghosts, and she said no. And her son he slept in that room, and the one that encountered the ghost twice, and no, he had never encountered a ghost. So that's interesting. But yeah, like we were saying, that certain people are more perceptive to this kind of thing.
Exactly.
Than others. And
good on you, Aaron.
And Ellen is definitely more on the scale of sensitive to spiritual things.
Well, exactly. You kind of have to believe that, be open to it, whatever, to see it, experience it, whatever. I totally understand that. And in my very matter-of-fact logical brain, it doesn't make sense. So I'm not open to it. Right? I get that. So here's a good question. Are you looking forward to seeing Depeche Mode? Yes. In a word, it's been what, 6 years?
We are very much looking forward to it, yes.
Since we saw them twice on the last world tour. We saw them at...
I think it's going to be a case of we won't be able to see very much. But I'm fairly sure they will announce a proper UK tour at some point, because this is the only UK date they have announced.
That's what they did last time.
And last time we saw them in Stratford, was it the
Olympic Stadium?
The Olympic Stadium.
And then they did a series of dates, and we saw them at the O2.
Yeah, the first concert that we went to at the Olympic Stadium was not good for our personal. The show was great, but for our personal experience, it wasn't good because we could barely see. We had a 7-foot man in front of us.
The obligatory 7-foot man parked himself in front of us,
and it was just difficult, and so it marred our experience of that. But then they announced a UK tour, and we got tickets for the O2, and we were right down the front, and it was brilliant.
I almost touched Dave's hand when he came to the end of the runway, because we parked ourselves at the end of the runway where he comes out and does his stuff.
Yeah. So
And
I'm thinking
he was high-fiving people and stuff, and I almost I've just made the light go off.
So I'm thinking that eventually they will announce a UK tour and we'll get tickets for the O2 again. But I'm just going to relax and enjoy the day, really.
Well,
we're going to see Tom.
Tom is going with us, and Lex is going to be at the gig.
So hopefully we'll see Lex.
So the plan is to meet up with everybody at the venue and then watch it together. I don't know
if we'll see Lex. It depends. She's going with friends, so we might see her there, we might not. But we're going to see Tom.
Has Lex got standing tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends because it's a big place.
Yeah, if we get in early and go to the front.
But I know she's going, but we're definitely going with Tom, so that'd be nice. Yeah.
There you go. See that? Yeah, everyone there was drinking, so they won't even remember. It's fine. And it wasn't a big deal. You're overthinking it, honestly.
I am overthinking
it. Dogs can be embarrassing. I remember taking mine to an obedience classes. He found a friend I didn't even know he was gay. I saw this amazing. There's some really funny Instagram posts about gay dogs. It's hilarious. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, exactly. I agree, David. But Andrea is a born worrier. Her and Jeff are very similar. It's fine. You've got nothing to worry about.
He's the perfect dog for us.
Well, a lovely neighbour of ours came up. She saw it all kick off, and she made a beeline for us and came up and grabbed you and said, "Don't worry about it. I saw what happened. You know, it's all fine. Nobody's looking at you, blah, blah, blah." And she made a point. And then we saw her when we came home, and she came up again and she said, "Don't worry about anything. Everything's fine." What do you do? You still worry about it?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look, there's really good vegan kebab meat out there.
Yeah, not at our barbecue. So definitely well oiled.
Yes. 2 streets away from Belinda, they have bunting all along the street, but there's no party, so not sure what that's about. Maybe they couldn't get permission because, particularly in towns, the red tape to have a street shut off is tricky. But they've shut off our street that we're on here that goes up to the pub. I think it's that bit easier in villages. It's not really a through road either. Well, it is, but it's not busy. Hi, Selena. Bless Jeff. However, our Great Dane always was a target for Westies in chocolate labs.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, he met a lab actually, and they got on very well. He was very, very happy to meet that one lab. He kept jumping up at it.
Evening, Neil.
Oh.
Right, we are so far behind. I've just caught up.
Have we said that already? Oh my
goodness. That's the super chat.
That's how far we are behind. Andrew is swaying. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, would you like wine from Jeffrey? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Gets thrown out.
I don't think this village has heard of Deliveroo. Okay. Wow, it's 9 o'clock already. Oh, it's because we went live at past. Oh, look, Deborah says, we had a beautiful Westie for nearly 16 years. Oh. Fraser McTavish. Oh. He absolutely hated big dogs with long legs.
Yeah.
He was the naughty one, love from Cornwall.
Jeff is not keen on big dogs at all. Although, if he meets them up front and close, he's fine. Apart from a Rottweiler that attacked him. Because he's met he met a Labrador today. He was absolutely fine. He met like a greyhound that he was really happy to meet.
Emma Thompson.
Yeah. Emma Thompson, thank you.
Look at all the people there. Emma Thompson.
My inebriated brain
Emma
could not
Thompson.
remember that. Emma Thompson. I think she's fabulous, but I couldn't remember her name. Yes.
Everyone was shouting it at the screen.
Yes. Eminem, says Steve.
No. We're not Eminem. Emma Thompson.
Definitely Emma Thompson. Yes.
Say David Dimbleby again.
David Dimbleby. Did I not say it right last time? Thank you, Selena. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Selena.
Are we at the bottom? Oh, no, we're not. I watched your vlog about selling books. You said to stay away from fiction, but what about manga? As a general, there's always exceptions to every rule. And generally, non-fiction will do better when selling to the media buyers. But yeah, there's always exceptions for sure.
C. Blaney is asking, what is GSP? Global Shipping Program. It's eBay's global shipping program. So if we sell internationally, we just send it to eBay and then they send it on to another country.
Yeah.
So they basically take responsibility of the parcel from there. So all we need to do is get it to eBay and then they take responsibility of it. And it goes off to another country.
They have UK-based shipping centres, so we just ship it domestically. We don't do any of our own international shipping anymore. We used to. We use GSP across the board now, and then we just have domestic shipping. It gets to wherever that big centre is, and they deal with the international. Are you having flashbacks to having Lex on? Do you remember that? That was a live hangout.
Please, Andy, I'm not really. I mean, I love Lex so much, but I'm not as bad as Lex was that night.
Lex would say herself she was plastered that night.
Yes. There were many things said that. Okay.
Enough said.
Yeah, it's Bletchley. Bletchley is a bit weird. Charity shops wise, it's mostly terrible, but there is about one.
We did okay up there. There was a lot of overpriced stuff, but we went for a wander up there. We did all right. Yeah,
actually, we did, didn't we? We took Ellen.
Yep.
And we had a little wander around Bletchley because we were, as I say, most of my family are from there. My dad lives there. My mum lives there, separately these days. We were going to visit my dad, and so we went to Bletchley to have a little look around the charity shops before we went to see my dad.
And I was testing out. I was testing out the app.
It was all right. Yeah, I think Milton Keynes is just a bit scattered, isn't it, in terms of charity shops?
I don't really know, but yeah, that was the day when we'd first got the pins interaction going, and I was using the app for the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, David Williams, thank you. Petition to have Andrea to have a drunk Andrea every Sunday. Well, I could be on board with that.
She doesn't need much of an excuse.
Oh, dear.
Thank you, David.
Banshee? What's this all about?
What's Banshee?
It wasn't. Oh, I don't know if we were talking about the film that Colin Farrell was in. No, and it definitely wasn't in Bruges.
The Banshee of, is that it?
Oh, yes.
Banshees.
Yes, that was it.
Was that it? That rings a bell.
Yes, that was it. Yes.
Honestly, it's worth looking up. It's a film unlike any other.
Yeah. It's a bizarre film, but it keeps you watching.
It has moments of jaw-dropping weirdness.
It keeps you watching, and you definitely, you get to the end and you're like, oh, yeah.
Honestly,
I actually quite enjoyed that, but it was very weird.
you'll get to the end and go, what did I just watch?
What did I just watch? But yeah, it's a great film. I highly recommend it.
I'm a believer that
it's been nominated for BAFTA. I think it won BAFTAs. I think the supporting actor.
He was
BAFTA,
brilliant, wasn't he? The young
supporting
chap.
BAFTA actor was the guy. Yeah, that was not Colin Farrell or the other guy. It was, can't remember his name, but yes, he won it, and yeah, it's a brilliant film, but it's strange.
What's that? Andrew, did you see the proud brown squirrel run round Roger's red? And are they trying to get you to say a tongue twister? I'm struggling, and I'm the vaguely sober one in this scenario. Run round Roger's red brand ranch on telly yesterday.
No, in short.
You were supposed to say that.
In short, no.
I'm a tad nervous watching them wobble on those bar stools. No, these, we're fine. Do you imagine that? Fall off, never to be seen again.
Blimey, mate. I like that comment.
This weekend, I discovered that classical CDs are worth pounds on Muzak Magpie.
We both went to drink. I'll read Susan's comment. I love drunk Andrea, and Nick is such a cool dude. Are you drunk, Susan? Are you drunk? Because surely you would never be so nice about Nick. Let's put it that way.
I feel like that's a weird having a dig at me somehow. I can't work out how. Oh no, that is.
Is it?
I was winding up Sharon, saying she's calling me something very rude.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, I'm not with it.
Which is fair enough, because I did the same to
I
Sharon.
did feel that it was a very nice comment for you to make. So
touche. Yes.
We love you, Susan.
Oh, you are drunk.
I am drunk.
Right. Oh, what's this? Is this it? Should I be reading this? What do you call a supersonic drunken Italian pilot going through the sound barrier twice? A high tiddly eye tie boom boom.
Okay. All right.
Oh dear. Okay. Jeff has an exciting well, yes.
Well, he would disagree, but
he's asleep right now.
He's passed out because he's had a very exciting day.
Far too much socializing, and he's out like a light.
During the war, we got drunk every Sunday.
Oh, Uncle Albert's in. Okay. Oh, Jennifer sees a lot of ghosts. Being a nurse.
I see a lot of ghosts. Interesting. Now, the people that we bought this house from said they had not encountered a house and not encountered a ghost in the house. However, a friend of theirs had seen a person who was not a person walking towards their house and then appeared to go into the house. Yeah.
And then vanished.
Was not a human, as in not really here. It was a spiritual person.
Or fell down a manhole.
No, they said it came in the house.
Okay. Should we touch on a reselling question?
Oh, go on then.
Remember that. Hi both, love the channel. Thank you, Andy. Any tips for a new starter reselling? Well, there's a couple of things we tend to say. One is, if rather than go out and spend loads of money willy-nilly, go through your possessions you already have and have a big clear out. Generate a whole load of stuff to resell and kind of cut your teeth that way. So you're not investing money. You're learning the ropes by just selling off stuff. Go through your DVD collection or your kitchen gadgets or whatever it is. Have a clear out. It's a great way to start without spending any money. And then you like to say about sell stuff that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot easier then.
Yeah,
and you will have some knowledge and it should be fun to do.
Yeah.
Apart from that, understand postage, how much it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
And the different sizes and rates.
Yeah, and be au with all of the fees and everything.
Yeah.
So understand what your profit margin is going to be.
Go into it with your eyes open regarding postage and fees. And you can't go far wrong beyond that.
I was just looking at Lola's comment there. Jeff is non-binary. To be fair, you know, and I people might disagree with me, but I do think that actually we're probably all non-binary. We just don't want to admit it. There's pause for thought.
What you're saying then is gender is somewhere between two poles, and we're somewhere on the line. All of us. I could get on board with that. Okay. Don't overthink everything. See,
no, I do.
Belinda,
I overthink everything.
Easier said than done. Tea Cakes is in. Hello. Hit the like button. Well, only if you like it. Wow, there's so much chat. I apologise for not getting to most of this.
Yeah. Hello, Kirsten.
Oh my goodness me. There's Lainey.
Oh, Lainey. Hello.
Still in hospital, sadly.
Yeah.
I don't think last time we spoke.
There may have been alcohol. There may have been.
So I thought I'd use my data. Definitely still in hospital. Yeah, hopefully Lainey's coming out soon. We'll have to have a catch up. I've been lurking. I heard app. Yes, but we are currently going through the process with Google Play Store and getting it on there. It's not available yet. We have 110 addresses registered for next week's trail in Fleetwood. Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah, I've actually been, because I like that page online, so I've actually been following that. It's going to be a huge one. Yeah, good luck with it.
Where's Fleetwood?
Too far from us.
Oh, okay. There you go. Look, Banshees of Inisherin, set in Mayo Island on a fictional island. My fiance is from Mayo. All the men in the film talked exactly. Her dad found it hilarious. Talked exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, worth looking up and having a watch. Goodness me.
Susan says, "Love you too, Andrea."
I'll have to show you the comments. Yeah. Brendan Gleeson.
Yes, that's him. Yes.
I'm so bad with names.
Just be mad or moody to me, but yes, Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah. What? Washing a wedding dress in the bath? A wedding dress from a car boot sale.
Okay, interesting. Sharon says, "Am I having problems with words?" Always. I always have problems with words, whether I'm sober or not. It's an affliction.
Yes, Sharon. Yes, so I'll explain later.
Peter says, "I was spiritual last night in 2 pubs." Hang on, scroll back. Then it carries on. The spirits were flowing. I'm knackered this morning.
Yeah, if I ever get involved with spirits, not ghosts, drinking spirits, it usually ends up really badly. There's a notorious rum drinking night that some of our friends know about.
Is there?
Well, you know about it.
Oh,
Oh,
we call it the rum incident. Sharon and Susan will know all about this.
I have not touched rum since.
The rum incident.
I do like rum.
The rum incident where I woke up the next morning and I was still fully dressed.
That was a different rum incident, wasn't it?
Oh, there were two.
That was your rum incident. It's a whole different one.
Oh, the store saying, Nick, gender and sexuality are two separate things, but you're inebriated, so I'll let you off. It is true. They are two separate things.
Okay. You and me both. Yes.
Yeah. Rum
Oh,
gate.
getting married in it on Monday next week.
Wow.
You cut it fine then, finding your wedding dress at a boot sale.
Wow. Yeah, definitely.
Good on you. Why not?
Fantastic.
Only £35.
I don't know what you were thinking. You might get dressed in if you hadn't found it. Well, we're quite up to date, really, because people are saying you need to know about the rum incident.
My friends were doing a donate a board game for a pint. I could get drunk on that.
We've got a whole cupboard full.
I donated 4, so I got 4 pints. We also won the quiz and got a £20 bar tap. I was very hungover and sick the next day.
Oh dear.
Well, we won the quiz up at the pub I showed you on the phone earlier last week with our new little quiz team we have. I feel like we've got a target on us now from all the other teams that we were talking to. Yeah. But we're not sure we've got a full complement of team members next week. We don't know who's around.
No, we're not sure.
Yeah.
We may not even do it next week. We don't know.
Oh, you don't need to know about the rum incident.
No.
Imagine it.
In the rum incident stays in the rum incident.
Whatever you imagine, it was just like that. Yeah, it was
you
messy.
Just need to know. I woke up and I was still fully dressed.
Oh, that Gadget Man. Just underlining the Emma Thompson. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Gadget
Thank you
Man.
for the super chat.
Yeah.
We're with it now. And Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we're at the end.
I am. Right, we're at the end.
Christy says, the last time I had a serious go with a bottle of single malt at a mate's house, I lost a Saturday completely. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing with spirits. They go down so easily.
Jack came back. Hello. Hello. Love these Sunday sessions. Have you had any joy with the back again toys? I have a load in stock, but the market seems to have dried up. Any thoughts?
The last ones I sold, I only sold a couple individually that were worth money. Most I just sold as a bundle, and I auctioned them. So you could try that. I don't know if that would help, but they do sell as job lots. So depending on how much you've got invested in them, I'd whack them on auction and just let them go, let them find their price. But if you're saying that demand has dried up a bit, that may not be the way to go. Don't know. I've not had any for ages, to be fair.
Are you going to give us a quiz one Sunday night? Maybe. Probably not tonight.
We haven't thought about quizzes for a long time, although I have offered my services. They have a kind of rotating who runs the quiz at the pub here.
This means nothing to Sandy. She won't be involved in that.
So I've offered my services to do a quiz up there. But as for putting one on here, we could do a little bit of quizzing at some point. Oh, Daniel's agreeing about the job lot. Unless you've got something special, I think that's the way to go. From my limited experience of selling those.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we are actually approaching an hour.
We are, amazingly enough.
So
is this not second Sunday? No, it isn't. Next Sunday is second Sunday.
I thought it was earlier.
Yeah, you did. But today is the first Sunday of May. Is it?
It's the 7th.
Yeah, but is it the first Sunday of May?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I had to double check that, but it is.
So yeah,
So
you're right.
next
So
week is the
next week
second
will
Sunday.
be auction. We haven't prepared what we're going to sell off, so we need to find a bunch of stuff and do a preview. Yeah. Okay. Well, we normally end these things with words of wisdom, so I guess we'll do a bit of that.
Yeah.
You can make them related to day drinking, or yes, rum incidents, and then we'll think about wrapping up.
Oh, Elaine's. Oh no, actually, Gadget Man's first in. No, yes, Gadget Man is first in. When visiting charity shops, don't go into the dentist next door. But if you do, film it, put it on YouTube. But if you do, film it and put it on YouTube because it's hilarious.
If you hadn't called in and said, "I think you're going in a dentist," I'd have been right into reception and just looked around like an
You would
idiot.
have. Yeah. Did you all see Ellen's face? That vlog. She was like, "What are you doing?"
I elicit that response in Ellen far too often.
These days, I elicit that response quite often as well. So, it's natural.
In me.
It's natural. We're her parents. She's supposed to look at us that way. Words of wisdom from Elaine. Be your own kind of beautiful. I like that. Thank you, Elaine.
We've had that. We've had that sort of question before, and we can never think of anything bizarre.
No,
Don't tend to sell much in the way of bizarre, so I don't really have an answer for you, Mike. All right, Steve. Auction off some empty wine bottles.
Yeah, but we were up at the pub today, so we haven't got any empty wine bottles.
Oh, Matthew's been skateboarding. Excellent. Day drinking for the win.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole different ball game, day drinking.
Day
really
drinking it's quite fun, really.
Fake hands. Oh, people have been watching the videos. Weren't they weird? We didn't actually buy them.
No.
She didn't buy them.
She didn't buy them, but it was very funny.
Yeah.
Don't start drinking if there's spirits in your house.
No, I get what you're saying. Like at Christmas when we had some gin in the house. It's like, oh, there's gin. We can carry on.
No, I don't think that's quite what Peter's saying.
No, I think it is. I think that's what he means. And of course, do not poop in charity shops.
It's not to be recommended.
No.
No.
I do not condone such behaviour.
More water with it. It's difficult to have water with wine. Unless you're
in between.
Biblical. Yeah.
Glass of wine, glass of water.
Who does that now? If you need a face pulled, just look at yeah, Prince Louis. We were watching that as well. And there was a moment where, because we were watching ITV, and it was really, really silent for ages. And they were just like showing what was going on. And then all of a sudden Tom Bradby went, What's he doing? And then he realised his mic was on. And he went, what did Prince Louis just do? It was very amusing. Yeah, Prince Louis was very entertaining, wasn't he?
The couple of clips I saw, he has a bit of a show stealer. Or
no, what was it that Julie Etchingham said?
A steel shower or something.
Shower.
She
switched
the words, and she didn't realise it was hilarious. Anyway, Stu's in with, if you ever feel a bit daft, always remember someone once held up an I love you sign at a Stevie Wonder concert.
God. I was watching Stevie Wonder once when he was being interviewed, and he said, yeah, well, when I first saw the Eurythmics, I was just like,
how does that work?
I have a theory that Stevie Wonder is not actually blind.
Oh, here come the theories. Oh, wow. I just sold something.
What did we sell?
I don't know. Oh, Face ID. What's in there? No, I didn't recognise me.
Your phone didn't recognise me.
Not with that look on my face. Oh, it's a 1999. No, sorry, 95. Red nose day, pink nose. 15 quid.
Daniel Palmer says, drinking rum early in the morning doesn't make you an alcoholic. It makes you a pirate. Fabulous. Yeah. I could spend the day drinking rum with Captain Jack.
Don't drink and go live. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. It's still a zebra. Here's where Nick says, no, that's deep. I don't get it, but it's deep. That is deep.
It's deep.
Okay.
Dogs will be dogs. Yeah, they will be,
Yeah.
but especially if they're frightened of other dogs.
Quickly, yeah, we're still in the process of getting it accepted onto the Google Play Store. I would love to tell you how long that will take, but I don't know.
So Porky says it takes only one drink to get me drunk. Trouble is, I can't remember if it's the 13th or 14th. Oh dear. I've only had 3. Curator says, wow, there's enough guilt and worry in the world to go around 1,000,000 times round without reaching out for more. All would be good. Thank you. Yeah, well, you know, I was raised Catholic, so guilt is in my blood.
Nobody does guilt like a Catholic. Right, let's read a few more. How are we doing?
Ian says, work is the curse of the drinking class. Oh, dear.
Overthinking is just a painful reminder that you care too much, even when you shouldn't.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
My ex used to have a Westie. I found the best thing to do when she was starting a fight was to quickly pick her up and turn her around 180 degrees.
Yeah, I just didn't realise it was happening at the time, to be fair. And then, you know, and then I was pulling him back and people were being...
Hang on, there's a follow-up. Worked well, I just can't remember if it was the dog or the girlfriend. Right. It's always worth reminding young kids that it's okay to sometimes poop your pants. Don't be surprised if they still make fun of you. A sandwich walks into a bar and the landlord says, sorry, we don't serve food. Wow, that's an old one. If you went on Dragon's Den, who would be your perfect dragon? Ooh. Well, that totally depends what you're trying to sell to them or get them involved in. Yeah. If we were wanting funding for the app, it would be Stephen is it Bartlett?
Yeah.
Whatever his name is, because that's his realm, is social media marketing and apps and stuff. So I think he would be a good fit. But it totally depends what you have, I think. Okay. Right, we'll do a couple more. Never wear white trousers if you've got a dicky tummy. That's just sense.
See, Blaney says 3 what though, Andrew? Bottle? No, only 3 glasses.
No, you had 4.
Oh, 4. I might have had 4.
Definitely 4.
Just glasses though, not bottles.
Don't do late night drunk internet shopping. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't tend to buy new stuff anyway these days.
Never. Yes, Phil.
Lola says, as a Catholic, I feel guilty. If I don't feel guilty, I totally relate to you.
Yes.
I totally relate to that.
And look, never celebrate not having an INR for ages. Your next message will be one. Totally true, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, quick. One more from Stu. Off you go.
Oh, when cooking kale, try adding a spoonful of vegetable oil. It makes it easier to scrape into the bin. What a waste. Kayla's lovely.
Right, we're going to leave it there. I don't know if we were absorbing which may have been a favourite.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll go with that because I think that's quite apt. Yeah. Stop worrying about it. It was fine. Nobody noticed.
The people we were with were fine, but yeah, they were probably getting a reputation in the village.
So we will try and remember to put a preview out.
Yes. Well,
during the week,
potentially.
I have James coming on for a chat on Tuesday. Did we end up with? I think we ended up with Tuesday. Let me double check. I'm going to try and get back into the habit of doing live streams. I'm not. My phone's got a bit mental. Has it said Tuesday? Just checking I've said the right thing. I think we agreed on Tuesday.
Perfect. This Tuesday or next?
Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to try and get into the habit of doing live hangouts again and just get a guest on and pick a subject and talk about it. I got out of the habit of doing that, but I think we're going to try it again. And James is coming on. That's Bold Finds, his YouTube channel. And we're going to chat about niche versus generalist and see what he's got to say about that, because I know he's trying to niche down. So we'll see you. I think we've gone for 7:30 on Tuesday, and then we'll try and put out a auction preview on Wednesday. Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a video out on your channel?
Video is going up tomorrow morning. So yeah, there is a charity shop haul going up tomorrow morning.
Awesome. Right, we're going to leave you there, I think. You're probably going to want to wander up to the pub, but they'll be shut.
They'll be shut.
They'll be shut now. Shut so early in this village.
Yeah.
Right, well, thank you for watching. Sorry if that was a rambly one. Yes, stroke the like button on the way out. And we will see you on Tuesday and Wednesday and then next Sunday.
Yeah.
A week full of live streams. Yeah. Right, take care, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Ciao.